Hello, this is Jay King, Self-Made Millionaire, coming to you from MillionairePennyStocks.com. And today, April the 4th, 2016, it's on a Monday. Today, I've been focusing on paper trading. Several of my subscribers and students, they're learning from watching us paper trade. This is one of the greatest ways to learn is through paper trading. And today, we bought SKYS. And we waited for this particular stock to find support. You see the volatile spread between 432 and 646. And today this stock opened at 461 and we saw it around 1230. It found support. It broke out, but it found support at about 590. And between 588 and 590, those were the support levels for about 10-15 minutes. And so through that 10 or 15 minutes, we alerted several of our paid subscribers. This is one of the advantages of being a paid subscriber at MillionairePennyStocks.com is when you're a paid subscriber, we send you out an SMS text message when we feel that there's a stock that you can get in on or it's a good entry. I don't like to text several of my students stock when I feel like they have to chase it, but understand how powerful SMS is. SMS stands for social media services. And when we see a stock where we feel like you can get a good entry point, some trades are going a little bit too fast for you to enter into. So I will not alert you concerning those trades. But primarily my whole goal in alerting you is to teach you through experience the greatest entry and exit points as it relates to trading. So you would have had a wonderful trade on this particular stock if you were a paid subscriber. I alerted my students at 590, which we entered into the trade at 590. We paper traded it, and I exited this particular trade at 606. So you see, I sold a little bit too early. When you go to howthemarketworks.com, you can look at my account. We started off with 1 million in virtual paper trading money, and now I've made about 5%, right at 49,000. I guess we started February the 10th, so it's been right at about almost 2 months, which is April the 4th. But you can see on this particular stock, I only purchased 3,800 shares at 590, and I sold a little bit too early at 606. But the great thing was it's better safe than sorry. You know, when you're buying shares between 2 and 5,000 shares or 10,000 shares, it's always good to have a goal in mind before you enter into the trade. Because when I buy shares at 3,800, if I'm buying 3,800 shares, 5,000 shares, my whole goal is to get about a 10 or 20 to 30 cents spread. And once I have that spread, because I've bought so many shares, I like to basically take my money. Because remember, you don't become successful through making just one trade. The key is making several trades and profiting on several trades. Because if you can make 200 trades and you can be 60 to 70% profitable on 200 to 300 trades, then you're going to watch your account grow very fast. But you cannot profit on trades when you fall in love with stock. The whole goal is to get in and to get out and to look for other stocks that you can have a good entry point. Now, some stocks will allow you to play them several times, but with experience, you'll understand which stocks that you continually need to play. Because some stocks you don't need to buy twice or 3 times. Some stocks, once you make your money off of them, you need to leave them alone and move to the next play. But there's certain stocks that you can continue to play over and over again. Some stocks you can wait for them to lose their highs or lose their momentum as they go up and up, and as they begin to decline, those are wonderful opportunities to be able to short or bet against certain stocks. So again, we waited for this particular stock. My psychology as it relates to trading is I waited for this particular stock to basically find support, and the support levels means basically when the stock is not so much fluctuating up and down, but now it has entered into a certain level of support to where now I can get a good entry point and I don't have to chase the trade up and down. But now the support levels, sometimes on some stocks, support levels may stay. You may have a stock that stays between 587 and 590 for 15, 20, 30 minutes. And it gives you time to enter into that trade and get a good entry. And so these are most of the stocks that we like to alert you on, is stocks that we feel that you can get a good entry point. I don't want you chasing stocks, and I don't want you, when you chase stocks, you're trading with emotionalism and you're not trading with skill. So remember that you want your trading to be smooth. When you enter into a stock, it's going to be easy to enter in. If the stock goes against you, it's going to be easy to minimize your risk and to cut your losses or just get out the trade. Sometimes you may even break even on the stock because the stock no longer has its momentum or price action, because primarily that's what we do at Millionaire Penny Stocks. We primarily focus on price action and momentum. The reason why is if you don't understand price action, some stocks are going to stay at $3 for the next 20 years. And you're not going to make any money from stocks that stay at $3 and they have no kind of movement, no price action. You want to get in on stocks that are volatile, that are moving, that are fluctuating. But once you understand volatility, you understand the fluctuation of stocks, then it's important to understand how to get a good entry point. And your entry points are just as important as your exit points. Your exit points are just as important as your entry points. So we'll be talking a little bit more about entry and exit points, but I want to show you one more company that's in the process of filing bankruptcy. And I believe this company has already filed bankruptcy, but this particular company, they're in debt over $28 million. And anytime a company is in debt and they have a huge deficit and their management is poor, a lot of times you're going to see a decline in the stock price. Most companies that file bankruptcy, based on my experience, we start to see a decline in price. And this company has failed to meet the NASDAQ criteria, and NASDAQ basically requires you to disclose your financials. And so this company is probably going to end up trading on the OTC soon. And OTC just stands for over-the-counter stock. And when you trade under that indicator, OTC, you're not required to release your financials. And so a lot of times, a lot of investors and shareholders, they lose faith in companies that aren't managed properly. And this opens up a wonderful opportunity for a good short. Now, remember, when we short stock, we bet against it. We believe that this stock is going to continue to decline in price. And so remember, trading and investing are two different things. We're not trying to fall in love with these companies as traders, but we're trying to make a good informed decision on whether we should buy the stock or whether we should short it based on the technical analysis charts, based on certain news, and based on the price action, the volume. We're looking to see when this stock today, it lost momentum. If you would have read my watch list, I said when this stock begins to decline in price, I would short this. Wait for the decline, wait for this stock to start falling, because remember, we already have negative information concerning this company and the perception of traders and investors. Many people are going to be taking their money out, and the ones that don't know how to short, they're going to buy thinking because this price is lower, I can get a bargain deal. But I'm going to tell you something, this stock is going to continue to fall based on my experience. Now, I could be wrong, but we understand primarily when these situations happen, when there's a huge deficit in the company is managed poorly, and also too, they fail to meet certain criteria in NASDAQ. Well, you should see this thing decline every day. And so I'm going to be shorting this, and I'm going to be looking at this. This is a potential short, and this particular company is on top of my watch list for potential shorts every day. Now remember, when these companies are facing these kind of deficits, it's not good to leave your money in here overnight, because it could be a stock split or something could happen. They could switch over to OTC, and sometimes the Federal Trading Commission or the SEC, they may hold on to people's shares for a couple of days until they get things straight. And sometimes some of these companies don't come back to the market. So just be real careful. I don't encourage anyone to leave your money in a stock that is declining and that fails to meet NASDAQ criteria. So this is why it's important to be a trader, because traders do not fall in love with stocks. We don't sleep on stocks overnight unless we see certain things that we can identify that allows us to leave our money into a stock. But most of the time, when stocks are declining and when companies have deficits, it's not good to leave your money overnight in any stock. Radio Shack was a great example. We shorted Radio Shack and we benefited from that. Bankruptcy started off at 160 and it ended up going all the way down to 20 cents. We shorted at 148 and covered at 66 cents. So this was a wonderful, wonderful play. If you were a student or a subscriber, you would have learned about that particular trade. Again, this is Jay King, Self-Made Millionaire, coming to you from MillionairePennyStocks.com. Make GBSN a potential short. Put this on your watch list. And also to SKYS, congrats on those of you that bought this particular stock. I'm so excited about these breakouts, and continue to watch for our text messages. Those of you that are paid subscribers, it's my job to give you great plays, because if I don't do my job and I don't show you that we can produce results, then guess what? I'm not a good coach, and you should not be paying us to take you to the next level as it relates to trading. But I do want to say thank you for everyone's support. Those of you that believe in us, we have some wonderful testimonies. We're teaching several people how to paper trade at howthemarketworks.com. And so this is a wonderful way to learn how to trade. And as you learn how to trade through paper trading, it develops your skill set. And sooner or later, you'll be ready to make that transition and take action into live trading. Have a great day.